Hi everyone, my name is Lucy. Welcome to my channel. For today's video, I have the best chicken stew recipe. I know I have a lot of chicken recipe in my channel, but this chicken recipe is exceptional. It's in a white sauce. And for this recipe, I'm going to be using skinless and boneless thigh and chicken breast. I cut them in bite-sized pieces, season them with salt and pepper. Chicken stock or chicken broth, dry white wine, small red potatoes cut in bite pieces, and I left the skin on the potatoes, celery and carrots, all-purpose flour, 1 large onion, butter, and I'm using salted butter, thyme, parsley, garlic, oyster sauce. The oyster sauce is similar to the soy sauce, it's a little thicker and it has a nice taste of the oysters. And bacon strips, and all of these are the main ingredients I'm going to be using in this delicious recipe. So let's start cooking. Remember, the amount of ingredients and the steps to follow for this recipe are below this video in the description area. In your stove high temperature, in a deep pot, I'm going to fry the bacon. I didn't add any grease whatsoever to the bacon. I'm just using the grease that this bacon is leaving in the pan to fry the chicken. So I'm removing the bacon and placing the bacon in a bowl until it's time for me to use it again. I'm frying the chicken in the bacon grease until it's no longer pink. And this chicken was previously seasoned with salt and pepper. Once the chicken is completely cooked, I'm going to retire from the pot and place it in the bowl with the bacon. I'm using the juices left by the chicken and the bacon to saute the onions. And I'm going to cook the onions for 1 or 2 minutes. Once the onions are soft, then I add the garlic cloves. And this recipe is for about 3 servings. And mixing well, then I add the thyme. Always mixing in between. Adding the oyster sauce. And the flavor that this oyster sauce has is unbelievable. It's really good to replace soy sauce because it adds another layer of flavor. Dry white wine, and I'm going to let it reduce to half or until you feel it's thick. It's going to boil for about 3 or 4 minutes. Once the wine has reduced, then I add the vegetables, the potatoes, the carrots, and the celery. I'm making the sauce before I add or return to the pan or pot the chicken. I'm adding the flour and the butter, mixing everything well together. The vegetables at this point have absorbed most of the liquid. Now that everything is mixed together, I'm going to add the chicken broth. I'm going to let this mixture come to a boiling. Once it's boiling, then I add the parsley, followed by the chicken together with the bacon bits. Then I lower the temperature of the stove to the lowest, cover the pot, and simmer and let it cook for at least 40 minutes until the chicken, potatoes, celeries, and carrots are all tender. Then we will be ready to serve this delicious stew. I'm serving this chicken stew with white rice on the side, but you can serve it as a soup with some bread or crackers. I hope you like this recipe. If you did, don't forget to click like. Subscribe to my channel if you have not done so. I hope to see you in my next video. Buen provecho. See you soon. Bye bye.